let us discuss about one of the most shameless matter that is going on at the moment, Aisha Yusuf and Seun Kuti. And secondly, we might be discussing about Asari Dokubo calling the Yorubas betrayer, and also Asari Dokubo deciding to make alliance with the Northerners because the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not done anything to favor the Ijaw people. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, like and share, and support the channel by giving this message or this conversation a thumbs up. And I would also like to hear your comments at the end of the video. Let us start with the story of Aisha Yusuf and Seun Kuti. This is one of the most shameless things that is happening currently in the world of activism and in the world of social media. Looking at two prominent people who we all respect, and there is no way we talk about Seun Kuti that we do not bring in the first activist that we so much respect, the Afrobeat legend himself, who has given birth to a lot of activists of today's generation, anikulapo-kuti. For whatever reason, Aisha Yusuf, Mrs. Ovevekuve, put on a ring light to address certain issues with Seun Kuti. And basically because she felt Seun Kuti has also talked to the public about one of his experience with Aisha Yusuf and the things that were going on during a particular time. Probably they were having a conference or a meeting. Now, part of the things that Aisha Yusuf actually pointed out to, she said when they met with Seun Kuti, the other day they met with Seun Kuti was moving around being pompous. And in a sense, she decided to ignore Seun Kuti. But as time went on, they started arguing about private sector and the public sector. This is a conversation that does not warrant the kind of things that we are seeing out here in the social media. And it proves in a sense like, can even these so-called people called activists, can they have a civil conversation? Seun Kuti also pointed out to private sector are one of the problem of Nigeria, or perhaps the major problem of Nigeria. And Aisha Yusuf on the other hand felt like it is the public office, which are the governors and the senators of the government in general, are the ones who have effect more on the country than whatever Seun Kuti was actually implying. But you see, for the sake of argument, Seun Kuti would always want to prove that he knows what he's talking about. And then he started listing out some points, and Aisha Yusuf realized that, oh, he doesn't know much. But you see, yeah, where I'm going to draw some really opinion, and I would like every other person who has few opinions to join their stuff with that. When Aisha Yusuf began to talk about these things publicly, her manners at which she was addressing it is exactly what I really want to look at and ask herself, do you think that both of them are just stunting us? Or do you think they are both immature? Or do you think they are both irresponsible in a sense like they do not understand that they have responsibility also to coach the younger activists that are coming up? Aisha Yusuf made a statement, and that statement was, do we call it derogatory? She said, Seun Kuti has no success in music when they started insulting each other. She said, if not for the glory of anikulapo-kuti, who would know who Seun Kuti is? She said Seun Kuti is not a big name, and she also pointed to the fact that she was only spilling out the truth and Seun Kuti was upset. I took some time to reflect on the statement. And one of the things I was able to realize is no Nigerians, I have never come across any Nigerians who can actually sing the song of Seun Kuti. I can sing 20 track of anikulapo-kuti song, and I can sing at least 5 track from anikulapo-kuti, but I can't even sing 1 track from Seun Kuti. And I have never in my life been into a bus, taxi, anywhere, or club or party, and I heard them ever play Seun Kuti song. I'm actually just pointing out to the fact of what she's saying. And trust me, like Baba Fela would say, if I lie, make Ogun punish me. And if I lie, make water carry me go. But at the end of the day, we cannot say that Seun Kuti is not an activist because he's one of the people who raised the consciousness of Nigerian youth for them to at least wake up, educate and inform them. In fact, he read a lot of books to the Nigerian youth on Instagram and on YouTube. These are part of the things that have informed people like us. We love Fela for the activism, but Seun Kuti, I think in his own right also, is successful in a way whereby Seun Kuti's activism is in the coaching and teaching of the things that are going within the country and opening the eyes of Nigerians, talking about organized abandonment and many other subjects that he has touched on. In fact, my perception on religion, I begin to dig into history and make more research, all by the help of Seun Kuti analysis and teachings, and I saw many truths to it. But one of the things that tends to be shameless or shameful within the situation of what went wrong was that Aisha Yusuf should be over her 40s. Seun Kuti would be almost in his 40s. And why would both of them come out to the public to start insulting each other? And Aisha Yusuf said, I did from street and blah blah blah. And while she was making a comment, she stood up on the camera, she was talking and bragging and saying all kinds of things that she would beat Seun Kuti up. If Seun Kuti had actually raised his hand and touched her, she would have raised him up and make him like a weight and blah blah blah. And in my mind, I'm like, what would Bola Ahmed Tinubu be looking at these people and just be smiling? Hey, when you're to change in Nigeria, and I never enter parliament, so you guys are already after you call Tinubu Jagaban. Who are the rich Jagaban? These are the activists of Nigeria at the moment. In a nutshell, here's what I see. I think Seun Kuti made a little bit of wrong choice by the way he probably discussed with Aisha Yusuf, though I wasn't there, but based on a narration, I think sometimes Seun Kuti needs to understand that he doesn't know everything. On the side of Aisha Yusuf, I think that standing your ground is a two different thing, and acting to be shameless as an activist is a different thing. Maybe this is just emotional rally, but at least if you consider yourself to be a mother, if you consider yourself to be a wife, there is a way you bring yourself to the public. Even if the world keep rallying around you like, hey, Aisha Yusuf, whatever you say, the world likes you, you are original. At the end of the day, you have showed a perception that a lot of people will start looking at and start considering before they align themselves with you. And you are one of the people who has actually have the opportunity to move into some of this government sector. I am not saying you are a politician. I said you have the opportunity to move more with people like Peter Obi, and so there should be a perception of you. If you bring out yourself to be a tout, trust me, you will get a lot of vibes of the tout, and most toutish women or people will want to approach you in the future as we start or we make any moves for the next election. And I'm not talking about just the next election, I'm just saying people are going to see you for that, and this is how people would want to approach you, like a tout and not as an activist or an intelligent activist. Where sometimes some people will say it doesn't matter, it was just a thing of the moment. But I believe that Seun Kuti and Aisha Yusuf, both of them have responsibility, and one of the responsibility I would consider is that they are supposed to inspire the nearest youth who wants to stand against the government. When I use the word against the government, what I mean is against the injustice of the government and of the judicial system. And I don't think that it makes any sense if activists begin to turn and look at themselves in the public eye and say things like this to themselves, where this matter is very, very, very mini, where both of them could have just addressed the issue privately, talked about it, and even if they want to speak about it publicly, let them point out what they disagreed on, rather than both of them dragging, or most especially what I've seen so far is the one of the Aisha Yusuf. It's really shameless and shameful in a sense. On the other side of Asari Dokubo,
meant for the kilo, that they were not wrong in forming an alliance with the North. And as young men, we will now start that same alliance now. As I am today, from today, I will work and form alliance with the North and to crush all of the opposition. Because those who hate us, whatever we do for them does not mean anything to them. Whatever job people do to them does not mean anything to them. We go all over each other. We will take this message that it's only the Northerners that can work with the job people. We cannot work with the Yoruba people. They are betrayers to us. We risked our life, voted, did everything. This is what we get. And I apologize to our fathers like that, but the Tinubu I knew. And I took all the bullet, emptied my account for, and said, hold me responsible. Hey, people say, in talk say, if Tinubu fail, hold me responsible. Tinubu fail, hold me responsible. Yes, I said it. Because the Tinubu I knew, I had so much confidence in him. But Tinubu I'm seeing today, monkey say when he carry him pikin for back, they go in no know wetin him pikin collect. So make nobody hold am responsible. Eh? Yes, sir. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Monkey say when he carry him pikin for back, they go. You don't know wetin him pikin carry and collect for back.
It's such a.
Say make nobody hold am. Because na the one wey happen for in front.
I ain't gonna know.
Now you know.
Yes, sir. I don't.
It has taught me a very big lesson. That sometimes trust is very expensive. The Tinubu I knew, and I took all the bullet, emptied my account for, and said, hold me responsible. Tinubu becoming president, all of you, the powder I pour for my body that night, the happiness, my aunties there, the happiness for this village, the people who no vote us, they don't even come. They should go and ask them, he's not dead. The president that they talk about, when I talk to president, since they don't want,
I call it that.
keep secret. The press conference, the president has to go talk to press.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Asawana.
He don't tell me to talk anything, but he say, talk to the press. Now I talk to the press. I talk to the press. If they ask me the root cause of bunkering for you, I don't know if you talk. The people where they do the bunkering, I don't know if you call them.
Why not?
Why not?
So make I go there and say, nah, a job boys they do bunkering. Nah, equity boys they do bunkering.
As Sarido Kubo said, Yorubas are betrayers. And the only place he got that kind of mindset or that statement from was basically because of his relationship with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the current president of Nigeria. And I really don't want to take Asari Dokubo very serious. Maybe make his decision to align with the Hausas or the Northerners. I don't see anything that makes any change. The only story I can see out of everything Asari Dokubo talked about is he spoke about himself. If you manipulate election and you manipulate things with somebody and you both try to take over and the person get to the position of power, you would see that the person would also not be trustworthy to you. Perhaps they do, you should thank God, but most likely they won't, because the method at which you guys used to get there, you should know that when the person gets to where they are going to, they most likely will show you exactly who they are, and you participate during that time. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not change and turn Nigeria around, hold me responsible. Now you are shouting Ijaw people will not take this. So Ijaw people are suffering. Our suffering all just began. So don't take it personal. All Nigerians are going through it, including the Yorubas, the Hausas, and the Igbos at the same time. So align yourself with whoever you like to align yourself with. It doesn't change the reality. You Asari Dokubo, in my opinion, has betrayed the Nigerians by doing things not the right way. In fact, during the time of the protest, you said, where your right starts, stop. Now there another person right starts. So you were still supporting people not to protest during that time. And if anyone had protested in Ijaw, you said you would have done this and done that. And now you're screaming. Every man reap what they sow. And so you reap what you sow by aligning with friend and manipulating the system. That being said, if you haven't subscribed, what is your opinion on the story of Asari Dokubo? What is your opinion on Aisha Yusuf? Please put it out in the comment section and give it a thumbs up. Let us take our time and think about it. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye for now. Aisha Yusuf, please remember that without Fela Kuti, there's nobody like Aisha Yusuf. Yeah, and I know you might think differently, but something bets the spirit that pushes us today. And no one can deny it is Fela anikulapo-kuti. For Seun Kuti, respect yourself. That's just my opinion. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye for now.
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they lock you in jail. Them never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.